Happy holidays, comrades! Before I continue, I'd like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. And one more thing, I would like to thank all of you for helping me reach 100 subscribers. I was not expecting my second channel to blow up so quickly ever since I brought it back from the dead. But it's most of the Mugen videos that generate the views, but I said I was going to take a break from VR, but I enjoy making these videos, even though they don't get nearly as many views. I still enjoy making them, and I want to do something special to commemorate not only the holidays and my milestone, but also Meatmas, the Christmas tradition in H3VR, where we get new guns to play with and have a merry time. So, thank you all very much for helping reach 100 subscribers, and I hope you enjoy the video.
You're making me giddy!
Greetings, comrades! This is Sergei Kilemov. We are back in H3VR, and well, the Meatmas season is upon us. Yes, for those who aren't aware, Meatmas is the Christmas-themed mode for H3VR, where naturally we're in a nice little holiday-themed area, and we get some new guns to play with. Now, the Meatmas update lately has added a special mode called Winter Wasteland, where you actually get more weapons for there. Basically, you infiltrate bunkers, use keycards to find new weapons, and fight off enemy Solsigs and drones and stuff. It can be pretty challenging, but there is an option where you're invincible, so you can just get to the bunkers and find out what all the weapons are. Now, for here, I am doing something different. Now, naturally, I'm still going to be shooting the guns, but I'm going to have a little partner to help me explain the guns. So, introduce yourself.
Hello there. It is I, your squad leader, Brian. Sergei Kilemov has chosen to enlist my help in making these videos for hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades. I will be explaining the weapons in fervent detail, while Sergei shows the guns off and fires them. So, let us begin this revitalized series, shall we? Roll the intro.
By the way, you mispronounced my name. It's Sergei, not Sergei. And it's Kilemov, not Kilemov.
Oh, whatever. Text-to-speech isn't perfect, you know that. So, as many of you are aware, Meatmas 2020 has come to an end, but with that, came a slew of new firearms to play with. Quite a treasure trove, in fact. We will start from the first gun from day one, then work our way up.
Alright, we have quite a few guns to show off here, so let's get started.
The day one gun that was released is this tiny little pistol. Just kidding. This isn't the Calibre. It is the Heiser Defense Double Tap, known in game as the Double Down Derringer. This small gun is chambered in 9x19mm. Just like the other Derringer pistols, the pistol is break action, and it only holds 2 rounds. Naturally, with a gun this small, you don't have a lot of range. Derringers are meant to be last resort weapons, after all. The Day 2 gun is a shotgun. Be prepared, as there are quite a few shotguns on this list. This one is the Mpk 18. It is a Russian single-shot break-action shotgun chambered in 12 gauge. In a later update, there is a 20 gauge version, and a shorty 12 gauge. Because shorty shotguns never get old. Anyway, this gun was first produced in 1966, and is still made to this day under the Mpk P18M brand. The third gun to be added is the Waller P5 Compact. Another 9mm pistol, made from 1977 to 1993. The magazine holds 8 rounds. And what's interesting about this pistol is that the casings eject from the left of the gun instead of the right. This beastly hand cannon is the fourth gun to be added. It is the triple action Thunder, a breech-loading pistol chambered in .50 BMG. Looking at this pistol, it looks like something out of a 1960s sci-fi movie. It makes sense as this gun is only a prototype, and the gun never actually saw production. Triple Action was unable to find a manufacturer for this pistol, and eventually shut down. Next up is the Day5 gun, the Mag 7, also known as Fabiola Iglesias' weapon of choice. Black Lagoon, anyone? Anyway, this gun was made in South Africa since 1995, and looks like a bulky Uzi. Well, lads, this is actually a 12-gauge shotgun, though not just any 12-gauge shells will fit in this gun. It uses special 60mm length shells in a 5-round magazine. And, despite its appearance, it's actually pump action. The Day6 Weapon is the Sharp's 1874 long-range rifle. It is a breech loader chambered in the proprietary .45 to 100 Sharp's cartridge. This gun has seen many different reproductions due to how popular it has become in old Western movies and books. The Day7 gun is another pistol, but one that Sergei has looked forward to for quite a while. It is the Beretta 93R, also known as the Burst Fire Beretta. It looks like a Beretta M9A1 on steroids. Well, it has a folding foregrip, and a detachable stock. It can also use any of the Beretta pistol magazines, including the CX4 mags. And, of course, this gun has burst fire capabilities. Now for the Day8 gun. It's a bolt-action rifle, the Berthier 1916 Carbine. It is chambered in 8x50mm level, and has been around from the 1890s to the beginning of World War II. It's the second gun in H3VR to use on block clips, the first being the M1 Garand. What's interesting is that when you chamber the last round, the magazine ejects itself through the bottom of the gun. The Day9 gun is a very interesting gun, not just in its appearance, but in its history. This is the Viper Mark I. Sorry, no Battlestar Galactica ships here. It's a rare prototype of a bullpup SMG. The stock is designed to rest underneath the user's armpit, as this particular gun was designed to be fired one-handed, as a personal defense weapon. Only 2 Mark Is were ever built, and media related to this gun is extremely rare. Time for a classic. The Day10 gun is the damn Yankee gun, the Henry 1860 lever-action rifle. You remember the saying? They load it Sunday, they'll shoot at us all week. It holds 15 rounds of .44 fire in its tubular magazine. Unlike other lever actions that have a door on the side to load the rounds, the Henry has a little knob on the bottom of the tube that you push forward towards the barrel and swivel to the side to load the rounds. The Day11 gun is the Walther Mpk Submachine Gun, chambered in 9x19mm. It was in production in West Germany from 1963 to 1985. The Mpk is actually the shortened version of the MPL, having a 6.8-inch barrel instead of the MPL's 10.2-inch barrel. Both have folding stocks, and utilize 32-round magazines. The Day12 gun is a beast. It is the Mauser 1918 TGUE. It is the world's first anti-tank rifle, firing a massive .525 caliber round, also known as the 13.2x92mm Artuf. It was used during the end of World War I and was used until 1933. With such a big round, you need a bipod for stable firing, and thankfully this gun has one. Day13 brought us a much requested gun, the Welred Mark IIA. For those who don't know, the Welred is a British bolt-action integrally suppressed pistol used during World War II. This particular pistol is chambered in .32 ACP, and is unique among other pistols. As mentioned earlier, this weapon is bolt action, and is integrally suppressed. It is one of the quietest guns ever made, only producing around 73 decibels among initial firing. After 10 to 15 shots, the weapon's suppressor actually degrades, meaning that the sound becomes a little louder. The gun comes with replaceable wipes to restore the sound suppression. Also, the magazines don't go into the gun's handle. The magazines are the handles. The gun added in Day 14 is probably going to be a favorite in the range. It is the American 180. It may look like a Tommy gun, but it's much better than that. It's a submachine gun produced from 1973 to 1986. It's chambered in .22 LR, but hear me out. What makes this gun fun is its ammo capacity and its fire rate. The American 180 can fire from 165 round, 177 round, 220 round and even 275 round pan magazines. It can also fire at a staggering 1,200 rounds per minute. Day 15 gave us another shotgun, the Derry Mk12. It looks like an AR-15, but looks can be deceiving, lads. This is a shotgun through and through. Of course, it has your obligatory picket and rails, retractable stock and even its own red dot sight. Oh, and it's semi-auto only. Sorry, you'll have to stick with the AA-12 or Scalpel for your full auto shotgun needs. Or do you? Day 16 brought us the Enfield Dm2, a prototype British bullpup rifle chambered in .280 British. It only existed in the prototype stage in 1951, meant to be a standard issue rifle for British forces. However, NATO adopted the 7.62 by 51mm round instead of the .280. The British adopted the L1A1 SLR, a variation of the FN FAL, instead. The Day 17 gun is actually an original creation. It is the MP203 shotgun. It looks like the SRM model 1216, but it's different from that. It utilizes belted 12-gauge shells, the same shells that the Heckler & Koch shotgun uses. What makes this gun stand out is its ammo capacity of 24 shells, making it the largest capacity shotgun in H3VR. It is also the first shotgun in the game to have burst fire. It can fire semi-auto, 3-round burst or full auto.
Sure.
Day 18 has added the Mugens and Doom. It is a Danish assault rifle chambered in 7.62 by 51, and is one of the earliest assault rifles known, though the AK-47 predates it by a full decade. It was meant to be adopted by the Finnish military, but it was superseded by the FN FAL and H&K G3. Production of this rifle ceased in the mid-1960s. The Day 19 gun is the Heckler & Koch G3 SG/1. Simply put, it is the G3 with a wider forearm and bipod. It comes with its own scope and a special stock with cheek rest. Funnily enough, despite being a sniper rifle, it is capable of full auto. This is a G3 after all, or a variation thereof. Day 20 is actually a returning gun in H3VR. It is the Mpk, as you can probably tell. It is basically an AK with a longer 23.2-inch barrel, redesigned stock and built-in bipod. It can utilize the AKM's 30-round magazines and 75-round drums, but it also uses its own 40-round extended magazines. This gun was actually added in the first Meatmas update for the game, but it was removed in update 52. Now, it has returned in Meatmas 2020, hopefully for good this time.
Okay.
The Day 21 gun is the RG6 grenade launcher. It is a Russian multi-shot launcher that holds 6 rounds of 40mm caseless rounds, the same rounds the GP25 grenade launcher uses. It has a collapsible stock and adjustable sights. Day 22 brings us the Barotex M500. If it looks like a bullpup M82, that's because it is. Just like its standard counterpart, it fires .50 BMG rounds. Unlike the M82, however, it has a stationary barrel instead of the reciprocating barrel the M82 has, supposedly making the weapon more accurate. Just like the M82, it has a bipodal scope ray on the top. Day 23's gun is the Stoner 63 light machine gun. Designed by Eugene Stoner in the 1960s, the Stoner 63 was a modular weapons system that can be configured as a rifle, carbine or, here, light machine gun. Despite many trials and experimentation, it was never widely adopted by the US military and was phased out by the M249 SAW. That said, it did see limited use during the Vietnam War. And finally, the Day 24 gun. Anton had saved the best for last, the Dinlenti W20. It is a South African anti-material rifle developed by Tony Neofitu in the 1990s. It is chambered in the massive 20x82mm round and fires from a 3-round magazine. It is designed for use against parked aircraft, power lines, missile sites and other jobs. It can even be used for ordnance disposal. So, that is it, lads. I hope you enjoy these new guns and I hope you—
Wait, Brian, aren't you forgetting something? There are actually a few more guns we forgot to cover.
Oh, you're right, Sergei. It turns out that there is actually a few more guns added to Meatmas. We got 5 more guns.
So what do you say? Should we show them off?
Yes, let's. So the Colt Detective Special is that classic .38 special revolver that you've seen in just about every detective movie. It is the snub-nose variant of the Colt Police Positive Special, and is designed to be concealed by police detectives. Now for the Beretta 93RA 9. I mean, the Auto 9? That's right. The pistol of Alex Murphy himself, RoboCop, is in H3VR. The casket-shaped barrel, raised iron sight and full auto capability. It is an iconic sci-fi sidearm. It has even appeared in Far Cry 3, Blood Dragon. Now for the Stoner 63. Wait a minute. Didn't you already show this gun? Well, yes. In its light machine gun variant. This is the Stoner 63 in the assault rifle variant. As I mentioned earlier, the Stoner 63 is modular. It can be converted into an assault rifle, carbine, or LMG.
By the way, I suck with muskets, so I'm not even gonna bother firing this thing. I will show it off though.
Now for the Brown Bess musket. This legendary rifle was the standard issue rifle for the British Army during the 18th and early 19th centuries, and it saw service during the French and Indian War, the American War of Independence, and even the Napoleonic Wars. It fires a massive .75 caliber musket ball. And finally, we get to the rocket launcher, the M72 LAW, or light anti-tank weapon. It is a disposable unguided anti-tank weapon that was first used in Vietnam. It fires a 66mm rocket capable of penetrating tank armor at the time.
So that is it, comrades. This has been the 2020 Meatmas special. I know 2020 hasn't been the best of years, but there was a little enjoyment to be found in the world of video games, especially in H3VR. It's been a wonderful Meatmas season, my first Meatmas, by the way, so I look forward to seeing what kind of goodies we'll get next year. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a bit of a mess to clean up. But, anyways, in all seriousness, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and hopefully, a Happy New Year.
Yes, lads. May your holidays be safe and merry. Squad leader signing out. I mean, have a good day.
So I hope you look forward to the next video. Till then, do svidanya.
Suck it up, life's tough, we know that. Someone's got better stuff and can throw cash. Tell them I don't give a fuck, make my own path. I don't need no handouts, I'm my own man. Gotta get it, I'll get it in fast, yeah. Got a girl and she'll get it, she bad, yeah. Man, I only get down with the best, I'ma leave the complaints with the rest, I won't ever stop.